Yes guys, this is the part 2 video, yes, of a coconut that I'll be doing. So I'm over here by the coconut nursery, right? I'm going to show you guys uh at the level how we get things done over here. So these are what we have right here. These are subject right here, and these are Maypon variety, right? So you'll be asking yourself the question that I showed the Maypon variety before, and this seems to be a very big nut, right? Like this one that you see here. So you must be wondering to yourself, how comes these one are so small, right? So it's basically simply because of this. The technique that we use to pollinate in the pollination process, these genetically are Maypon, but they were generated from the Malian dwarf, from the dwarf tree actually. So what we do, we take the pollen grains, containing the male, from the male organ of the fruit. We send it to process it. We send it to process, and then in return we get the pollen back, right? And when we get the pollen, then we use the Maypon. We from the Maypon tree we get the pollen, and basically what we do is we use the dwarf tree, we pollinate them on the dwarf tree. So the dwarf tree is much more easier to handle. It is lower to the ground. We can get to the flower here in order to, 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 to get the pollens in the female section, where the pollination process can take place, and then we can get the fruits. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to just cover these back right here. So basically we align them, right, and then we cover them, and then they're sprouting in the next 3 months or so, enough so that they can be sold, right? Right, and this is the entire area right here. So this is the entire area right here. We have all of these in place. So what we normally do, we come to this area. We have, all right, this would be bed number 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 up here. So number 4 bed, the variety Maypon, right? The source is from Belfield district, right? BI right here, and these were planted on the 6th of the 10th 2020 should be here, right? And these all are coming up. This date is wrong though, so I'm going to change these date. I think they are doing just a month now. So all this area, is full of our Maypon variety, and they are small cup, because basically they were produced from the dwarf, from our dwarf variety. So basically the genetically they would be your Maypon, which would grow into your Maypon tree. But because of the process that we undergo, it's a little bit different in size. So I'm going to show you guys. This is one here that's overgrown. These are some of the small one we have here, just coming up. So we're gonna get this entire here cleaned, start processing. These are some of the ones that dried out. So we're not going, we're just going to clean this entire area and repopulate, right? So I'm going to make my way over to the Malian dwarf variety and demonstrate how we get this process done, right? So I'm gonna make my way over here. So this variety is the Panama tall. This variety is the Panama tall. You can see the difference with it and the dwarf. The dwarf, that housing where the coconut starts to produce, will normally be like about this size that you can pick them. About this here, generally from about 5 to 6 feet. Right? I'm going to show you one as well. So the Panama tall and the Maypan are very tall. So they basically start to produce the nuts way up the tree. Right? And the dwarf is slightly different. Going to show you a dwarf over here. So this is a dwarf variety. This is a dwarf nut right here. And this is not even 5 feet. This is about 4 feet. So this housing right here is much lower to the ground. So this makes it easier for us to come and cut pollens from it. Right? To pollinate these young one here. So normally we'll take out this. So normally what we do, right, these are the pollen. So they do this in a powder form. Right, we send it to the lab. And we send it to the lab and they'll do a powder form on this one. Right? And this is the size of the nut. This is the size of the nut basically. Right? I'm here, hard at work, so hard at work. Whoa, that was nice. Yes, so I'm going to show you the basic process. Let me get rid of that. So I'm just going to show you an example of how we dust the pollen. Right? We dust the pollen onto what we do using the dirt. It's just an example. Right? So when we get the pollens from the lab, what we basically do, we search for these at this stage, and we basically dust them. Right? And then in return then they will start producing the Maypan or Maypan varieties, which is the desired one we need. So basically that's the whole process of it. Right? And then when these coconuts are being harvested, they then go into the beds we have here. So we align each bed. Peace out.